What's good, everyone? I hope everyone's week is going alright. This week's video is on the deadliest hookers in boxing, going through boxing's history of the known and least talked about lethal hookers in the game. With that being said, let's start the video. Kendall Holt, very underrated fighter during that short period of time in boxing. One of the most devastating, game-changing hooks at junior welterweight. His rematch with Ricardo Torres would cement that. Holt being knocked down twice within the first 30 seconds of the first round to just level Torres with a very clean hook. The way Torres fell down, both the viewer and the ref assumed that he was taking a knee. With further examination halfway through the count, it was clear that the whole time Torres was knocked out cold. Three-time three-division champ Hasegawa didn't have crazy power, but his technique and the angles it came from made his opponents second guess before rushing in or getting in unnecessary exchanges. He would generate most of his power by throwing a lazy jab or lead to distract you, then to unleash the hook from the hip, which 9 times out of 10 you don't see it coming.
Stopped for only the second time in his life, his long career.
If that doesn't get you, he would throw a short uppercut which is pulled back with such velocity, then turned into a hook which does absolute damage. In some cases, the uppercut would land. Before we get back with the video, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button so the rest of the good old folks see the video. I appreciate everyone helping out, contributing to bringing this channel back to life. Much appreciated. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and let's get back to the video. Jeff Lacy, before his shoulder surgery, had one of the most devastating hooks in the game.
There it is, a rocking left hook, a flurry by Lacy. Williams in trouble. Barring a miracle, this just looks like a matter of time for Lacy. He comes out, and to fight back, blasting away, unbelievable. That's it, finally, Tony Weeks, no arguments.
The hype behind this guy was insane. Fight Night Round 3 gave him the Michael Vick Madden 04 ratings. They had it to where this dude could carry his own against light heavyweights.
Take a point away.
And in that last sequence,
A fight in which they're pushing the envelope.
Lacy's starting to...
Robin Reed's doing better on the inside than you might expect, even though he's losing this round.
Lacy looking to finish big. A left-right combination.
What gave his opponent such trouble outside of his devastating power was Lacy's reach. You would imagine a guy of Lacy's build with the super middleweight Mike Tyson comparisons being thrown out there a lot for Lacy to have normal or below average reach, and that was a no. He had long arms for the weight class, so imagine a guy rushing in there like Mike Tyson with a reach longer than you. However, Lacy knew how to manage his distance and not being too close to where he didn't have proper leverage on his shot. His power was not effective, and his opponent, who has a shorter reach, can land a sharper, faster when he least expected. Besides being known for the left hook, he had power in both left and right hooks.
Time, seconds remaining in the 7th. Can Reed survive? But now Lacy goes to work. Body shot. Left hook. Gets through. Right hand. Pemberton down. That's
7 round.
Lacy ripping. He's down this time in furious fashion. This one really counts.
I've noticed it on several occasions. He keeps doing it. So could that be part of his plan? And down goes O'Sullivan.
Maybe for the first time of his pro career. He's hurt.
And it is over. Oh my goodness. Russell Mora has stopped it in the first. Wow. As Michael Sullivan has no idea where he's at.
And a big right, a left, and
From 154 to 160, David Lemieux had the most punching power in the division, with the hook being his signature. He wasn't the fastest, but he had incredible timing and technique to throw such a compact and tight hook that would connect on his opponents that clearly they had the speed advantage over him.
Stylistic versatility. That's been his money shot all night. And down again. Block by Lemieux. And down to the body.
A perfect example of that was him against Curtis Stevens. Curtis looked so much faster than David Lemieux, but when it came to the final showdown between both of them hooking against each other, David's was more compact and landed just a hair before Stevens, which leveled him.
Lemieux got what he was looking for on a perfect right hand.
Mosley, who threw his hooks awfully similar to the great Sugar Ray Robinson, had the great combination of speed, power, and visually pleasing aesthetics.
The cleanup,
that was a
hook,
beautiful left hook. That was I call it the Sugar Ray Robinson left hook, where you spring from your toes.
A real throwback to another time, to where Mosley put down Vargas. Don't know we'll see something like that again.
Yeah, but Shane is just changing. I would say Shane is going to it because he sees that he's too slow.
He takes the right hand.
That's why Shane was going
And the fight
forward.
is stopped. The fight is
And the old school finish of Mayorga in the final 10 seconds, we'll definitely not see that again.
6, 7, 8. So it took a while, but Shane Mosley came up with some of that old 12th round magic. And he knocked him down again to finish the fight.
And it's a knockout.
The left hook.
It's a knockout. He finally got it.
Brilliant stuff by Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley, I love you.
The Cotto left hook was one of Cotto's biggest weapons before he focused more on being a boxer puncher. Whenever he did unleash it, it was highly effective.
Good left hook by Cotto.
Through is going to help him sustain.
We didn't see Cotto fully utilize his hook with boxing ability till he teamed up way later in his career with Freddie Roach.
Look up to the head with a deep left hook. Sets it up, then he moves inside, and bam, he throws that left hook. Really using the ring nicely. There it is.
Down goes Beal on a solid left-hand side.
With his spoon, Tillis claims he slipped on some water in the corner and was distracted before he got punched. Again, he lunges in and gets caught.
The left hand.
The deadly combination of speed, power with blazing footwork and head movement to evade and set up his opponents with fight-ending blows. The Customado tutelage signature. This would lead Tyson with an incredible knockout streak, taking the boxing world by storm to become the youngest heavyweight champion.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Burbick is down. This one is going to be over, I believe. It's over. That's all, and we have a new era in boxing.
And later, undisputed heavyweight champion defeating Michael Spinks.
Michael Spinks has ever been down in a professional fight.
And he's down again and in serious trouble. A right hand right on the chin. 6, 7, 8.
He's not going to make it. It's all over.
Mayorga has to have a lot of loop room. He's going to try to beat him with short punches.
A right cross followed by a sensational left hook.
Well, like Cotto, I can only show certain fights, or a certain promotion will abuse the copyright tool. But anyways, De La Hoya had a very unique hook that did a lot of damage. One of the more famous left hooks of the past 25 years. Can't mention Mike Tyson without mentioning Floyd Patterson. Patterson had an amazing hook, just buttery smooth the way he would throw it. Landing your signature is one thing, landing it in a high stakes fight at the absolute pinnacle of the sport for the history books is another. Patterson would land his signature to knock out Johansson cold to become the first former heavyweight champ to regain the title. One of the most iconic hooks in the game, it was poetry in motion watching Joe. To see such technique, to not only cut the distance, but to also land incredibly accurate. He can double it, throwing it tight and compact, or throw effectively long and looping while leaping. The equivalent around Joe's time period is watching Johnny Unitas deep ball, and that was in full display in the fight of the century against Muhammad Ali.
When he knocks him down, he's not on his feet. Frazier is off his feet, maybe 6 inches off the ground. He had a lunge with his left hand.
And on top of that, this is the deadliest hookers in boxing. For more videos like these, be sure to like, share, and if you're new, subscribe to the Patreon for Patreon-backed projects and early access. This project being on the tale of Floyd Mayweather versus Ricky Hatton. I'm Alpha Sancho, and I'm out.